Yo, what up, David? What's up, bro? Yo, what up, Connor? Buys for the day. Man, I mean, I want it to go higher, but it's really not looking good for anything. We got news at 8:32, so hopefully that makes it a little more clear. But you see, every time it gets up here near these highs up here, this is where I wanted to come take out. If you look at the hourly, the 4 hour, you got a bunch of stacked highs just stacking up over here. And each time it gets over here, it just doesn't get through there. So, I mean, everybody wants this thing to go higher, but it's not making a lot of fair value gaps on lower time frames either here to be playing from. Like hourly, there's no gaps. 30 minutes, no gaps. 15-minute is the only thing. You got a little gap here. It's already bounced and now it's starting to go down. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. We got the Asia low sitting right down here. Lows right there. So maybe it's coming after these lows. But not looking too hot here. We do have news at 25 minutes. Some PPI. But we'll see what the indicator calls out. If it calls out anything. Took sales at the top and took 1K for the day. Let's go, bro. Yo, we got a Slade in the chat. Look at that. We got Slade in the chat. That guy stole my name. Adrian, bro, just take it slow, man. Don't even try to get to a payout. Just take it slow and try to make a small amount of money every single day. And I'm telling you, if you forget about the payout and you just try to make a little bit of money every day, you'll be at a payout before you know it. Now, the indicator's in a short here, but it's already at break even. Once it hits TP1, it goes to break even. Let me turn this up a little bit so you can see the text a little better. This is an indicator trade. Got one payout and now you can't even get an account funded. Yeah, man, you gotta, dude, it's just about taking it slow, man. That's the hardest thing, right? Like when you lose a funded account and stuff like that, you want to kind of rush back into it. But, you know, to me, I feel like the biggest thing is like not trying to make too much money. Just go in there, try to make a little bit every single day, man. Just try to make something. Whether that be 50 bucks, 100 bucks. Don't try to make too much. Just make your little nut and get out of there. It's kind of like the market's kind of like dodging bullets, man. you're trying to dodge a bullet every time you take a trade in the market. You're just trying to take a little bit of money without getting hit, right? Andy says, what's the indicator? This is the IFVG Pro Plus indicator here. That trade would have been TP1 and then stopped at break even for the rest. About 10 points to TP1 there. Just chopping around, dude. We got PPI today. Hopefully we're gonna get some good movement, man. Yesterday was pretty chopped, at especially New York Open, but we kind of been chopping around here since 12 a.m. A lot of chop going on here. See if something good's gonna happen though. Looking like we might be starting to kind of sell off here. Are you a full-time day trader? No, I'm not. I make jewelry during the day, so when I get done trading, I head into the jewelry shop, and I'm a jeweler. I make custom jewelry. Yo, what up, Ryan Skinner? What's up? He's not a day trader, he's a night trader. I trade the New York Open, then I go to the jewelry shop, brother. Trade the New York Open. Head into my jewelry business at 12:30. All right, the indicator's in a long here. The indicator's in a long. Trading NQ. We're trading NQ. I don't know if I like this call out by the indicator, to be honest with you. This looks like it's going to sell off. This is the IFVG Pro Plus indicator. Yeah, I told you that one did not look good at all. Yo, what are you using to trade? I trade on prop firms. Hypertix, Lucid, Tradeify, TopOne Futures. Prop firms, the way to go, man. All right, let's take a look here. Let's do a little analysis, see what's going on. 15-minute chart. Like I said, man, we're just in a kind of range here. We're kind of wedging it out. Kind of making a wedge to the upside, like making a wedge. Getting tight and tight. This thing's gonna break out probably during PPI. But we're making this wedge here on the 15-minute time frame, just getting tighter and tighter. Low key think prop firms are overhyped. Man, I disagree, but I will say that it's not as easy as it was about a year or two ago. So I definitely disagree with the prop firms are overhyped. I just feel like you haven't taken advantage of them yet. And I'm not, saying that to hate on you or anything, but once you start making money with prop firms, you realize how amazing they are. Because you can literally, let's just say you buy a prop firm account for $100 and you can make $2,000 from that every 5 days, let's say, right? Most people just get one payout, right? If you turn $100, only thing you could risk was $100. You turn it into $2,000. But say you get that to pay out 2 or 3, then you turn $100 into $6,000. And then let's say you're copy trading 5 accounts. That's $30,000. So that'd be $500 turned into $30,000. So I mean, $500 risk, pretty amazing. Why was it more easy before? I mean, just the rules to me were easier, right? The accounts were cheaper, or at least the way I like to trade them. So I hated evals. They used to have $15 evals, and I could just slam them. One day to pass $15 evals, I would just slam them, dude, until I passed. And then after I passed, that's when I would pay the activation fee. Now they've got the activation fee cooked in to the account, so you can't just slam the evals anymore. You got to actually trade them. It's much harder to kind of gamble those evals, and because basically how I would do it, I would buy those $15 evals, and I was saving my mental capital for the prop firm account. Now you got to actually kind of trade the eval, and you're using, you know, some of that mental capital on the eval. If that makes sense. They were cheaper too. Instant funded 50K was 250. Yeah. I'm not even talking about the instant fundeds, but yeah, instant fundeds were cheaper too. The only good thing these days, I do like the flex accounts and the daily payout accounts. If you can get a stack of the daily payout accounts, dude, those are fantastic. But you just gotta be on your game until you get them over the buffer. But once you get them over the buffer, then you're set, dude. How can you get the indicator? It's in the link in my bio. You can get 3 days for free on it. But 15 minutes here, we're gonna have news coming out. We mark out some highs and lows down here. We got PPI coming out. PPI coming out. Yeah, PPI comes out at 8:30. I think it's red folder. So hopefully we get some movement from it. We also still have the data low down here from yesterday. We still have this data low sitting down here from yesterday. I'm not sure if that's going to get taken, but I'll mark that out. It never got taken out. The data low never got taken out. Slade, what's your favorite prop firm? I mean, I'm a little biased this year just because I've been getting paid from one firm a lot. I've been doing good on one prop firm, so I'm a little biased, but I would say you can't go wrong with, you know, Lucid. Can't go wrong with Lucid. Let's see, Take Profit Trader. My favorite has been Hypertix this year. I've just been doing good on those accounts, but I do like Lucid and Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader has the daily payout accounts. I'm not even affiliated with Take Profit Trader, but Lucid and Hypertix is where I would start off for sure. Lucid and Hypertix, they're going to be easiest to get the payouts. Hypertix Hyper account and the Lucid Flex accounts. My Funded Futures. I mean, yeah, any of the big names you can't go wrong with. They pretty much all have the same kind of accounts nowadays. Most of them have that flex style account. A lot of them are getting the daily payout accounts now too. So if you're a beginner, I would go with those flex style accounts. There's no consistency in the funded account. What's the best way to file taxes? So the way I do it, I make it pretty simple, man. I put up, anytime I receive money, I just put half into a savings account, a high yield savings account, and I don't even look at it, right? you know, that's a little bit overkill. You're not going to pay half in taxes, but hey, that puts some money aside for me too. So I just, anytime I receive a payout or anything, I immediately put half into a high yield savings account. And then at the end of the year, I take the stuff to the tax lady and she does it all for me. So anytime I pay for prop firm accounts or I get a payout, I have a spreadsheet that I log it in. So if I pay for accounts, I put that under my expenses in a spreadsheet. If I receive payouts, I put the payout and the date and the prop firm, you know, on the spreadsheet. And then at the end of the year, I take that spreadsheet to the tax lady. And they'll send you forms and stuff too. All right, dumping, dude. We are dumping here. We just swept this low on the NASDAQ, but we're dumping off. Let me switch this over to MNQ here, because I'm sure that's what most of us trade on. That's what most of us trade on here. So this was a break-even trade for the indicator. Break even. All calls for buying evals are a write-off? Yes, sir. All calls for buying evals. Yeah, make sure you're writing down anytime you buy evals. That's gonna take a big chunk out of your taxes. I'll see if this thing can continue down. We got the Asia low sitting right down here. Can it come take out this Asia low down here? We got PPI coming out in 10 minutes. PPI, we got the Asian low sitting down there. Now the question I always ask myself is, okay, we got the Asia low sitting right down here, but is it just gonna respect this bearish gap and then go down there? Or is it going to try to fake some people out, maybe come up here, sweep this high, and then drop it off? So sometimes you'll notice it kind of likes to fake these people out. Sometimes you'll get this, you got a little swing, internal swing high here. Sometimes it'll want to come up, sweep this swing high, and then drop it off. But you do have this bearish gap sitting right here. So if it can respect this bearish gap, it should fall right on over to the Asia low. There you go, getting that respect. Bearish gap right here. You're in a pump for a 100-point stop loss targeting previous day high. Man, dude, I hope it pumps. I hope it takes out all of those highs, dude. They're just stacked up there and we are just chopping. Once it takes out those highs, I feel like it's just gonna smash through them. We're gonna get a lot better price action in the New York sessions. But the New York sessions have been just not very good because you've got all these, you're stacked up here. We're just forming a little wedge here on the higher time frames. We're forming this wedge. We got squeezing up, squeezing down. We're getting real tight here. Some point we're gonna break it. We're gonna break this wedge on the higher time frames. Hopefully we break this thing up. Yo, appreciate the follow right there, my man. Harsh. Can you share how to get this IFVG indicator? You can just check the description of the live stream. It's in there, or you can click the link in my bio on my channel. Either way, you can find it, but it's there. see, 7 minutes till PPI. See if we're gonna, who thinks we're gonna get a big PPI candle today? We're gonna get some movement from PPI. Does anybody live in Pennsylvania, dude? I'm going to Williamsport for the Little League World Series. I'm going to Williamsport on the 18th. The 18th, I'll be going to Williamsport. My nephew's playing in the Little League World Series. Kenny Bale used to live in Williamsport. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, dude. Watch my nephew playing in the Little League World Series. He's playing. They're playing. Their first game is against the Northwest. So we're the Southeast. First game in the Little League World Series is gonna be against the Northwest. Hopefully, I don't think the Northwest will be too good because you got to think about it. It's cold in the Northwest. They don't get to practice a lot up there, right? They don't get to practice a lot. It's cold most of the year, snowing and stuff. So hopefully that'll be a pretty easy game. Does Top Step still allow news trading? I think so. You have to check the FAQ, but I think they do. Do you think it's gonna go bull? Well, they did make a change earlier. They made a change earlier this week, actually. It might have been for news trading. I think they did make that change. Do you think it's going to go bullish? I've been wanting it to go bullish the past week, man, but it just kind of staying around this range. I hope it goes bullish. You do have the Asia low sitting right down here, though, so it may come after this Asia low. It's pretty close down here now. You may just see it come take out this Asia low, but we'll see. We're going to see here in 5 minutes what PPI does, but just trade what you see, man. What you see now, a lot of people get so caught up in, you know, thinking about what price is going to do. What it's currently doing is going down, man. So, you know, until it starts to make its move up, price is going down. So just think about it like that, man. It's respecting bearish gaps here. There's no reason to be looking for longs as of now. Maybe on the higher time frames or something, but you got to look at your time frame. What is your time frame showing you? And in this case right now, at least right now, it's still respecting the downward action here, right? So we'll see if it can close above this bearish gap here. Maybe this thing starts to turn bullish. We'll see. What's the bias for CPI? Today's PPI, but we'll see. We do still have the CPI data low sitting down here, right down here. It never got taken out. Like I said, these things like to get kind of taken out. So we'll see if this CPI data low is going to get taken out today. Didn't get taken out yesterday. It's sitting right here. Magnet ain't working, dude. All right, like I said, it just disrespected this bearish gap. The indicator's calling out a long here. The indicator's calling out a long. We'll see if it's going to go higher. You see, you had this bearish gap right here. It just closed on the other side. So it's disrespecting this bearish gap now. And look, you got the Asian low right here. So are they going to fake it up here, kind of come up here, sweep this high, and then roll it off back down toward the Asia low? That's a possibility. Possibility here. Dude, we have indoor facility for baseball in the Northeast. Sorry to burst your bubble. We will compete. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've been watching the games. I've been watching the games, dude. I've been watching. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun either way. It'll be fun. I just hope we get up there and, you know, compete. Hopefully we don't get blown out or anything. But I will say we'll probably be getting, you know, a lot of news coverage. We got a girl on the team. She's the best player on our team is a girl, and she's a stud, dude. She's the best pitcher, probably the best hitter. She's an absolute stud. Gambling into PPI. Nah, I'm not taking any trades before. PPI coming out in a minute. The indicator hit TP1 there. But like I said, it rated it an A trade. But you do have PPI coming out in a minute. So everybody be careful. Yeah, CPI low has not been swept yet. Sitting right down here. Yeah, let's go, Vincent. I'm looking forward to it too. Be fun either way. There you go, getting a little spike there pre-news. Like I said, you may sweep this high over here and drop it down. Didn't sweep it quite yet, but could see it sweeping that high. Look, getting some crazy action coming on here before the news. Whoa, look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. There's PPI coming out. It's pumping. PPI's pumping. PPI's pumping. Crazy looking candle there. Indicator right again. Yes, sir. I mean, that was pretty much just a straight gamble there on that one, though. PPI really didn't know which way it was going to go, but the indicator did get it right. Do you trade PPI the same as CPI, one setup for life? Yeah, man. I like this candle up here. We can call this a data high, sitting right up there. So maybe we look for a trade toward that data high. The only problem with this is you do still have a data low sitting down here. So look, you still have the data low from yesterday sitting down here. So we'll see which one it's going to take out. This is the only problem. Maybe it comes down here, sweeps out this data low, and then we look for a trade back up toward this data high. That would kind of be best case scenario here. All right, the indicator is in a short now. A+, it's rating this one an A+. A+ short for the indicator. You got a delivery from a 15-minute PD array. It's got Slade sauce, liquidity sweep, clear targets. So here we go, man. It's going after, we'll see if it goes after these Asia lows. Got the data low sitting down here. The only problem is you do have a data high sitting right up here too. So kind of in between two. What would make sense for me though is it comes down here, takes out this data low, and then comes back up to take out this data high. This is the CPI data low from yesterday. So this would kind of be one of those connecting flight trades where it comes down, takes out this data low, and then the overall move that I would want would to be higher here. But I feel like we may need to take out this data low first before we pump it. how does the indicator calculate TP1? So I've got it set right now where it goes to at least 0.25 risk reward ratio, but it calculates on swings. So the closest swing, but right now, if it's it will never mark it closer than 0.25 RR, right? So all of these it marks it on the swings here. But this swing right here was closer than 0.25 RR, so it marked it a little bit lower there. That makes sense. And there's a higher time frame PD array as well near the data low. Yeah, we'll see here. Two MNQ contracts would be $268 to the high up here. So if you're taking this trade, if you're risking 2 contracts, that'd be $268 up to here, and then you ideally play it down kind of near this data low. We'll see if we get better price action today. Yesterday, after the news, we got some really major choppy price action. Hopefully today is better. But yesterday, let's go take a look, man. Yesterday, after the news, we just entered a straight up chop fest. This was the news candle from yesterday right here. And then after the news, we literally straight up chopped it around, dude. Look at this major barcode action right after the news. So hopefully that's not what we're setting up for today. Hopefully we get some good price action. Let's see, man. Let's see. The indicator's in some drawdown right now. You do have this data high sitting up here. Does the one setup for life work here? I mean, yeah, it works. But the only problem with the one setup for life today, so this is the news candle right here. You got the data low, you got the data high. The only problem with the one setup for life today is you still have the data low from yesterday. That never got taken out. So the way I would play this is, if you're waiting on the one setup for life, I would wait either on this data low or this data high to get taken out. Preferably, I'd want to take out this data low first and then look for longs back up toward this data high. I feel like that would be the best play today if you could get that to come into effect. That's why I kind of like these shorts that the indicator's calling out, because what I want to see happen today anyway is it come down, take out this data low, and then look for longs back up toward this data high. That would be best case scenario. Phoenix City headed to Atlanta to board their plane to go to Williamsport. Let's go. Dang, they're heading down there early. They're already headed down there. This morning. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Ready for football? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Hopefully Auburn is good this year. So I like college football, but the only problem, I'm an Auburn fan because I live close to Auburn, and we have not been good. So hopefully this year, and my girlfriend's an Alabama fan. I'm an Auburn fan. My girlfriend's an Alabama fan. Bang said, would love to smack longs after sweeping data lows and reacting off 5-minute rejection blocks. Same, brother. That's what I'm hoping for too. Roll Tide? No. You say War Eagle. War Eagle. Spider Monkey. Oh yeah, dude. I'm headed down. I'm going down on the 18th. I'm headed to Williamsport. Auburn's gonna be trash again this year. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Man, come on. Let's see, man. Let's see. The indicator's in a short here. I like the indicator trade just because I want it to come down here anyway. Like I said, I wanted to take out these data lows so that way I can look for longs back up. That would be best case scenario. I feel like that would make it the easiest today to find trades during the New York session, is if we could come down here, take out this Asia low, take out these data lows. That would be best case scenario to look for longs back up to the upside. So let's see if it can drop. NFL team, I don't really watch NFL, to be honest with you. I don't know. College football is kind of getting the same, right? I like college football before they had the NIL deals and all that. Now they're, it's all about the money. But I like college football before NIL. But I don't really watch too much NFL. Yeah, NIL definitely ruined it. Man, you got players transferring every single year now and all kind of stuff, dude, just for the money. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And everybody, all the players are so soft now, man. If they don't get playing time, dude, they won't work to earn a spot anymore. They'll just bail and go to a new team. All right, man, it's going up. It might be going after that data high. Do have that data high sitting up there, but we'll see, man. Some people look at like the 50% of these wicks. Let's see if it's going to get a reaction here. You're tapping into that 50% area of the data wick, so maybe we start to react here now back toward a downside. 50% of this wick here, that's kind of where you'd want to see this kind of, if it's going to go down, start going down now. Hook 'em horns. Dude, but I will say Football season is my favorite time of the year, dude. Football season, my favorite time of the year. You got the good weather coming, at least for the South, right? In the South, it's hot all summer. Fall starts coming in. The leaves start changing. It starts looking, you know, good, feeling good. That fall weather. You got Rotel cheese dip you eat with the football games, man. I love fall, dude. I love it. Who eats the Rotel cheese dip, man? You got the Rotel with the hamburger meat in there. You get those tortilla chips. You cannot beat some Rotel cheese dip in football, man. That's it. That's it. All right, there we go. This is a good kind of reaction. Good reaction right there from about the 50% of this wick. This is what you want to see. Start getting a close below here and start selling this thing off down toward the Asia low and data low. We need to see it start selling off with some acceleration, some speed now. Tony Gold says his daughter makes some bomb Rotel. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I love some Rotel dip, man. I like it with a little spice too, so they can use the hot Rotel. I don't mind it. I like it to be a little spicy, you know. Covered with jalapenos. I don't know about all that, but hey, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Oh boy. Come on, market. Don't just chop around today. Don't just chop around, man. Give us some good movement today. Come on, market gods. I'm hoping for a good New York session. Who trades Asian session, man? This has been the year for Asian session. I'll say that. The Asian session has been moving really well this year. Gotta go spicy sausage. Oh, that sounds good. That does sound good. Only Nikkei in the Asia. I've never traded Nikkei, but I've seen some people trade it. Considering waking up at 2 a.m. to trade Asian session? Dude, so I used to wake up, if you don't know the history behind me, I used to wake up every single morning, 3 a.m. That's when we used to stream. I used to stream on YouTube every morning at 3 a.m. for the London session. I was a London session trader. I actually missed those days. It was fun back in the day, man. Nobody, just had, you know, barely anybody on the stream, nobody talking. It was literally just me. Every now and then I would get somebody typing in the chat, but some good times back then. Getting payout, dude, and like just getting payouts, dude. Back in the day, Maybe I bring that back. Maybe I bring back the London session streams. Bring back the London session streams with the Quan Tower. Quan Tower. Good times, dude. Good times. What's the win rate for the indicator? It shows it up here. But you can change the settings here, so you can change the settings. So it really depends on what settings you have running for the indicator. The ones I currently have, it's a 70% on the month. I've been testing around with this max stop ATR though. Max stop ATR, it's not doing good today, but let's see what happens when we turn the swing length down to 3. Not much. It's gonna bounce off that 50. I mean, it already kind of did once. I feel like it's just kind of chopping around now. It got close up there to that 50 once. Now it's just hanging around here in this little chop. It called out a banger on Tuesday on the 2-minute chart, 140 points, little to no drawdown. Let's go. Does it work in Asia? Yes, sir. So basically it works whenever there's, good price action. So it works in any session. You want to kind of avoid the chop. So it really works best when you have clear movement. So like this, when you have this move down, when it's in a direction, that's when it works best. Anytime you get this kind of chop going on here, probably not a good time to trade for anybody, honestly. Same thing for the indicator. Indicator struggles with a chop, just like everybody else. Let's see how it's doing on gold, though. Let's take a look here. Real quick. If we can load it up. All right, let's take a look at gold. See, on gold, you got to turn on this because it's in a crazy trade. Max stop ATR. It's got a 71% win rate on gold today. NASDAQ looks like it's about to hit that data high up there. Can you automate the indicator? I'm sure you could figure out a way to automate it. Bro, just blew your account? Why'd you do that? Why'd you blow your account, brother? All right, let's take a look here, man. We got to go over it. We got to go over it today too, man. Let's take a look. So this has been by far my best performing prop firm this year. So I'm going to go over them here. If you don't know, this is Hypertix. This has been my best performing prop firm this year. If you're looking for a new account, I like these two accounts right here. You got the Hyper. That's going to be like your flex account on every other prop firm. Or I like the Instant Pro Plus account. These two are my favorite accounts to trade on Hypertix. This is basically like your flex account on other prop firms. And then this is an instant account. So there's no evaluation, just straight into the funded account. So I've been trading a lot of this Instant Pro Plus, but I have traded a few Hyper accounts this year also. So this is Hypertix. You can get 50% off with code SLADE. You can get the Hyper account for $70, no activation fee. You can get the beginner account for $50 on Hypertix. But a lot of people like the beginner accounts. I like the Hyper, but these are going to be your activation, your evaluation accounts, beginner and Hyper. A lot of people have been getting the beginner from, you know, my community, but I like the Hyper accounts, more like that flex style account. Where is Hypertix listed? I think they're on Trustpilot. But if you don't know about me, dude, I am a prop firm slayer, dude. So like anytime there's a new prop firm, I'm hopping on, getting in the deals early. They'll be big. Just wait. They'll be one of the ones that'll be big. There's just not a lot of people know about them yet, but they'll be huge. They'll be big. All right, Marcus grinding up here, man. Grinding up. Looks like it's gonna smack through those data highs. But all right, dudes, I'm about to head off here. About to head out. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna look for a trade in the New York session. Indicators minimum trade is 1-to-1 RR. Yeah, that's the minimum for full TP. That's the minimum. But yeah, guys, I'm about to head out of here. I'm gonna catch a trade. Look for a trade in the New York session. If I see any, if I take a trade, I'll post it in the Discord. So if you're not in there, join the free Discord and I'll be around there for New York session. You about to stream somewhere else? Yes, sir. I stream in the Discord for New York session. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.